Yuji attempts to stab Sukuna, but he fails to do it. Sukuna thinks that even though Higuruma died, he brought along the sword with him. Sukuna also sees that Yuji's stomach is no longer injured and fully healed. Meanwhile, Kurara and Owie are taking Higuruma's body with them. We learn Owie's curse technique has something to do with teleportation, and Gojo's body also disappeared because of him. Sukuna thinks that they're likely sending the injured to Shoko. However, when someone uses the reverse curse technique on someone else, it's less efficient when compared to doing it themselves. Meanwhile, Yuji learned reverse curse technique in a month. Sukuna now believes that he'll enjoy fighting Yuji since his skills improved. But for some reason, Sukuna is feeling irritated. He starts spacing out, which confuses Yuji. Sukuna starts wondering if he felt disappointment after Higuruma died. He assures himself that toying with people's lives is a way of killing time until he's dead. He also starts thinking that he never thought about his ideals. Sukuna starts wondering why he's affected by seeing people stand strong with their ideals, which is something he also saw 1,000 years ago. He realizes he's feeling this way because of Yuji. Even though he breaks Yuji's soul numerous times, Yuji's going to come back. He finds this unpleasant and swears that he'll cut Yuji's ideals. Suddenly, a Kogane announces that Megumi is authorized to activate the merger between Tengen and humanity. Kusakaba thinks this might have been Kenjaku's backup plan. Sukuna then thinks about killing off Yuji first and then all the calling game players. He also thinks about messing with the outcome of Tengen's merger. Yuta joins the battle and Sukuna provokes him. Rika appears and tries to flatten Sukuna, and Sukuna recognizes her as the Queen of Curses. Yuta observes that Sukuna's reverse curse technique output is returning to its normal state, indicating that he can soon activate his domain. Despite momentarily questioning himself due to Higuruma's death, Yuta recognizes the necessity of relying on Rika to handle the cursed spirits after Kenjaku's defeat. Sukuna skillfully takes hold of Yuta's katana without direct contact with the blade, and their intense battle continues. Reflecting on his desire to personally bring an end to Kenjaku and blaming himself for their current predicament, Yuta decides to unleash his domain, True and Mutual Love. To counter Sukuna's attacks, Yuta strategizes to use a sure-hit technique while encouraging Sukuna to employ the hollow wicker basket, allowing him to seal half of Sukuna's arms and mouth. Yuta leverages an unlimited copy of others' curse techniques within his domain expansion, enabling him to consistently assail Sukuna. The plan involves combining Yuta's technique with Yuji's ability to deliver soul-inflicting blows, aiming to mount a formidable assault on their opponent. Yuta attacks with small versions of Rika, and Yuji follows with punches. Sukuna tries to block, but he feels his soul shaking. Yuta then uses Euro's sky manipulation, and Sukuna realizes their cursed energy levels are similar. He can't activate his special ability, and his reverse curse technique is slower because he fought Gojo earlier. Rika sends Yuji towards Sukuna while Yuta prepares to attack again. Sukuna blocks Yuta's sword, but Yuji's kick shakes Sukuna's soul again. Yuji aims to wake Megumi's soul and break the connection between Megumi's body and Sukuna's soul. As Yuji keeps hitting, Sukuna loses control over his powers and Megumi's body. Yuta uses Inamaki's technique to command Sukuna not to move. He then attacks Sukuna with Thin Icebreaker, sending him flying. Rika joins in the attack, but Sukuna fights back, aiming to touch and cut them for a fatal blow. Despite Sukuna's weakened state, Jujutsu High has improved their defenses. Yuta's domain only affects Sukuna, surprising him. Sukuna wonders why Yuta didn't do this earlier and praises his high-level technique. He asks what they've been doing for the past month. Yuji says hard work and determination, while Yuta admits they cheated. Yuta realizes that without Gojo's influence on Sukuna, they would have been killed instantly. Yuji fears the consequences of not ending the fight now. Yuta uses Charles's future prediction against Sukuna's attacks. Sukuna notices the various techniques Yuta has used and wonders if Yuta also possesses Gojo's infinity, though he dismisses the idea. Yuta believes he can find an opening with a new curse technique. Yuta gets another sword, and Sukuna catches it, but Yuta turns Sukuna's own attack against him, slashing Sukuna's face. Sukuna realizes Yuta is using his own technique against him. Sukuna inquires how Yuta managed to replicate one of his curse techniques, to which Yuta responds that he utilized Sukuna's final finger to mimic the technique. Working in tandem, Yuta and Yuji launch an assault on Sukuna. Amidst their close-quarters combat, Yuji spews blood into Sukuna's eyes, demonstrating unwavering determination, recognizing this as their final opportunity to vanquish Sukuna and rescue Megumi. Rika seizes hold of Sukuna while Yuji simultaneously delivers a kick, causing Sukuna to notice a decline in his curse energy output and control over Megumi's body. Sukuna, realizing his weakening grip, retrieves the hollow wicker basket with intentions to execute the world-cutting slash. However, Yuta anticipates Sukuna's move and swiftly severs one of Sukuna's arms, coinciding with the explosion caused by Yuji's blood. A flashback occurs, wherein Yuji explained the possibility of merging souls without complete assimilation, affirming his resolve to awaken Megumi's soul. Hana proposes that Angel's curse technique can complement Yuji's plan, aiming to separate Sukuna and Megumi's souls, reducing Sukuna's dominance over Megumi's body, and executing Jacob's ladder. In a coordinated effort, Yuji and Rika restrain Sukuna's arms while Yuta unleashes Jacob's ladder. The resulting attack leaves Sukuna severely scorched. Yuji then delivers a soul-infused punch, encountering Megumi's soul, yet discovering it bereft of the will to persist. Seizing the opportunity, Sukuna launches a brutal assault with his world-cutting slash. However, amidst the dire situation, Maki emerges onto the battlefield and thrusts her split-soul katana into Sukuna's back. While Maki keeps Sukuna busy, Rika holds onto Yuta before Owi arrives to transfer him presumably to Shoko to be healed, implying that Yuta is alive and can be saved.